We are alive. We're alive. We're alive. Boom, bada boom. Here we go. Ba ba da da. There we go. There we go. Yo, what's up, Ricky? What up, man? What's going on? Sup, sup, sup. Oh, yes. Da, 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 da. Whew. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Hopefully everybody is doing well. We are live. Ew, get me off of this. I don't want to hear myself. Bop, 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 bop. Here we go. Perfect. Let's go here. Ching, ching. Mason, what's up, buddy? You're going to talk about this weekend's card? You goddamn right I am. Talked about it last night, too. Talked about it last night, too, buddy. That's what we do. That's what we do around here. Every live stream we talk about the cards, the upcoming cards. Hot take. Arnold Allen will be the champ eventually? No. No, he will not be. No, no, no. 58 degrees out. Somehow it's summer in San Fran. Sitting on my patio watching you. Appreciate you. 58's crazy. How so? Because what he has shown me in all the fights I've seen, he's not a champion material. That's why. I've seen nothing from him to say he's champion material. Doesn't mean he's not good. But coldest fucking middle of summer? Yes. Yes. So that is a hot take, LW. How far will Austin Bashi go? Top 10. It's summer here in New York, and it's cold outside. Weird. Wow. Really, I'd like to go to New York sometime. I want to try some of their food. Obviously, some pizza, but yeah, I really want to do that. Wallmaker ceiling. Ceiling? Top 10. What part of New York? Yeah, I think top 10. Just because we haven't seen a lot yet. We also don't know what else he can really do. He has good striking, of course, but I mean, I don't know. Long Island. Ooh, okay, okay. Paulo Costa next fight is who? Paulo Costa. Let's say RoboCop or the winner of Hernandez Delice. Let's say that. Let's say that. What? Probably says you do. Shit. One Chicago card. Oh, that's so sick. That's so sick. I can't wait for that. I could imagine being there. Holy hell. Couldn't imagine. Jeff Neal is one of my favorite fighters. Absolutely. Jeff's awesome. I don't think he beats Prates, but I like Neal. Damn. Chimaev gonna get smashed? Yes. Yes. I think so. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Slap that like button if you can. Share the stream. It helps so much. Who else is on that card? Let's see. Take a bit of a gander. Mom. Right here. So, obviously, DDP, Hamzat, Murphy, Pico, Elliott, Asakura, Cannoneer, Page, Neil, Prates is the main card. Who cares? What do you mean? Oh, you're saying because of the main event? Sure. Traces will stuff his takedown. I think he'll get taken down. I just don't think he'll be finished. And again, the rest of the card's good. Hernandez Hooper's fun. Rizabayev battle's awesome. Andrade Gudinez is alright. Mearshart Olenchechek is fucking sick. King Green, Diego Fiera, close. Barboza to start the fight, the card off. Practice is gonna be fun. Yeah, 100%. This card only has 11, so we might get another one. But oh my goodness, is this card awesome? Wow, Edson, yep, one of the best cards ever. If we're going by name wise, it's pretty stacked. Let's be honest. Green takes it. Yes. God, I hope so. I like Diego Fiera a lot, but come on, Bobby. Come on. Please. Let's see the freaking Topology predictions. 51% are picking Chimaev, 75% for Murphy, 92 for Asakura, 79 for Page, 91 for Prates, Hooper's 94%, Battles 53. I love it. Diego and Bobby is good. Yes. O'Day will KO Steve Dogg. No. Andrade Gudinez. 72 for Gudinez. 76 for Michelle Olenchechek. Olenchechek. 75 for Fiera. And 78 for Barboza. Green and Close are underdogs. GM3's an underdog. Wow. Look at the careers. Adesanya has helped Pereira. Adesanya. The careers? What are you talking about? Look at the careers Adesanya has helped. Pereira, Adesanya. Crazy Magny got a KO. He got TKO. He didn't KO him, but yes. Can I suggest a song, please? No. No. Brian Battle's cool, yeah. Kiowa KO Tim. Unfortunately, but I hope not. I hope not. Adesanya GOAT. He's good for sure. He's very good. Very, very good. Izzy made Alex. Yeah. What song? Cowcrows Trail Ride? What the fuck is that? Never heard of that. Scammers suck. What a name. I meant Pereira Duplessis. Oh, yeah. Correct. We know Jones would smash Izzy. Yeah, they talked about that. And yes, he would have. It would have been fun to see, though. Drysis was able to submit Izzy. Yes, he was. As I thought he would. But very, very fun fight. How Girls Try Right is a good line dancing song. Oh, okay. Never heard of it. Jones is bigger than Izzy? Yeah. Izzy's as tall as John. But, yeah, that's about it. Strickland was really the answer to Izzy's style. Yeah. And the fight's much closer than first viewing. But, yeah, Strickland did well in that fight. He hurt Izzy too. Yes, he did. Adesanya beat Adesanya in Strickland fight? Yes. Yes. Correct. Izzy was hurt after round one. Still hurt after round one? Sure. Again, the fight's much closer on second viewing, but Strickland won. But it is a closer fight than watching it live. I thought it was a domination, but yeah. But not out yet. Strickland still suspended. Good. Good. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. 100%. Strickland is stupid. Yes. Yes, he is. Chris Curtis needs to fight someone. He just fought. He just fought. He fought Max Griffin, remember? Bryce Mitchell versus Wellmaker. Ooh. Wellmaker catch a body. I'm cool with that. Fluffy or Roman, who you pick? Fluffy. I think Roman's too sloppy, and he gets tired. Another fight for Chris? Yeah. He fought Max Payne. Let's do Michael Chiesa. Yeah, let's do Michael Chiesa. Fluffy round 4 TKO? Yes. Yes. What, Jake? The fuck? Venom Cannonier 2. Awesome. Let's talk about that fight. I don't know how Cannonier wins. Which means, of course, he's going to win. I don't know how he's going to do it, which means on fight night, he's going to show me. Yeah. I think Venom KOs him. MVP versus Cannonier. Incredible. Pereira versus Jones for the UFC White House card. I love it. I love it. Jake, what the fuck are you talking about, sir? Okay, see ya. Venom KO, yes. Venom will keep him at range and just crack him. Correct. MVP fast, yep. Yep. He's going to be much longer, much taller, much faster. Now, Jared might have the power, but he's wide open to be sniped. Wide open. Just, I don't know. Like I said, because I think I don't see a way Cannonier will win. People in the UFC can't deal with Venom. His striking, for sure. For sure. And it's not like Jared is a great, wrestler or some shit. Ian Gary couldn't strike with Michael. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He looked like shit on the feet. That fight should have been a draw, too. Should have been a draw. If there's ever a fight that should have been a draw, it's that one. Same thing with the Cejudo-Sterling fight. That is one of the closest fights I've ever seen in my life. So close. What do you think about Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua? I think it's stupid. And then Jake Paul came out, I guess, and said it. When people are saying that he fixes fights, I'm going to get my attorney involved. Fuck you. Fuck you, Jake. Sterling Ortega soon. I can't wait for that stupid fight. Are you talking about Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua? Yes. Very dumb fight. It doesn't even make sense to me. Legitimately doesn't even make sense to me. Bro, what do you think if Islam wins welterweight belt and Hamza wins middleweight belt? Can we see Islam Hamza for the middleweight title? This would be a banger. No. No. Who's your top 5 favorite UFC fighters is? I'll tell you mine after. Who's your top 5 UFC fighter is? You talking about like right now or of all time? AJ knocked out Ngannou. What Jake gonna do? Correct. Paul Joshua. Yeah, such a stupid fight. Nah, man, it's gonna be Taporia Islam at 70. Maybe. Right now? Ooh, God, right now. Talbot, Wellmaker, Pantoja, probably Drysis because I really do like him. Oh, and Michael Morales. And then right after that, 5. 6 is Carlos Prates. Topuria will be first 3-weight champ. No. Islam, JDM, Armin, Duplessis. Ooh, Armin. Okay. Okay. Wasn't expecting him to be in there. All right. Shit, let me turn this on, maybe. There we go. There we go. You gotta appreciate you guys. If you guys can, hit that like button. It helps out so much. Appreciate you. Pavlich knocks Waldo the fuck out. God, I hope not. I need Armin versus Topuria. I think Topuria flatlands Armin within 2 rounds. Armin's takedown or striking defense is atrocious. Armin Topuria December probably. It's either Armin Topuria or Paddy Topuria in December. One or the other. I think the build-up will be better with Paddy, but the fight will probably be Armin. Now, where Armin can make that fight fun is the grappling. Paddy or Armin will be in December. No, Paddy fighting Topuria or Armin fighting Topuria in December. Sorry. Taxi driver from the Rio cracked Armin? Yes, he did. Imagine Conor versus Topuria. I think Conor easily wins. Okay. Topuria will take Armin out? Yes. Paddy, Justin, who you got? Paddy. Justin, Kevin, Hangman, Corey, and Brennan Moreno. Okay. Kevin Vallejos. Justin Gaethje. I'm not crazy high on Gaethje, but Corey, I can't stand Corey. Sandhagen, not a fan, but it's okay. You think my take is bad? Yes. 2016 McGregor, sure, but that was 9 years ago. Paddy sub, interesting, bro. I'm talking business wise for UFC. Islam Hamzat, no. Oh, Big Mouth Kevin. Ooh, I like Kevin Holland. Holloway broke his hand out for a minute. Yes, he is. He fights like every 3 months. Correct. I like Kevin Holland a ton. Sandhagen, Marab soon. Corey needs to KO him. Yuck. Please, Marab, win. I just like brawlers. Corey Sandhagen's not a brawler, buddy. Islam Hamza, that's crazy fight. It'd be ridiculous. Holland got smashed? Not really. He almost won in the 3rd round. He hurt him. He gets down. Corey Sandhagen gets down. What fight, sir? What fight? With all due respect, I'm just asking a question. I like Kevin when he shows up and fights, not when he just lies on the floor. That's fair. Imagine if Corey Flying E Marab wins the belt. Oh, gosh. You think Tom beats Gane? Yes. Magomed Chimaev 205 belt. Interesting. Bro, what do you think about Ankalaev Pereira rematch? I think Pereira snipes him. That's what I think. More output, he beats him. The rest, the time off will help Pereira. Left hook on Magomed chin. Yep. Tom loses, huge disappointment. Not really. He hasn't fought anyone. It's not a huge disappointment. Ankalaev Chimaev. Jesus Christ. Ankalaev. I don't know. That fight's weird. If Gane beats Tom, Jones will have a field day. Yes. Are you more of a Tom hater or a Jones fanboy? I don't hate Tom. I keep saying this. I'm just saying the truth. If John Jones fanboy, again, all I say is straight facts and things that are true. Jones versus Mighty Mouse. Right? Jones ran right through Gane. Correct. There's levels to this Corey Anderson. Remember when Corey Anderson was calling out John? Jesus. Same thing with Phil Davis was calling him out. Lee John Jones versus a 235-pound version of Demetrius. Whew. Ooh, could you imagine? See, now if DJ was in like higher weight classes, he'd be the greatest person to express MMA of all time. Although, okay, in 2020, 2022, Corey was banging with Song Yadong, Marlon Vera, Rob Font. I don't know if you watched those fights, sir. The Song Yadong, sure, I'll give you that one. Marlon Vera, he didn't do anything. Because Marlon Vera didn't do anything. He took him down and laid on him, really. Rob Font, he took him down. He didn't bang with him at all. He took him down and pity-patted him. Good wins, but he didn't. The only one he even attempted to throw down at all with was Song Yadong. So Peloton stories, he's training for grappling exchanges also. So I think this time Peloton's ready for everything. Well, he was ever ready for everything last time too. He defended 12 takedowns. He just didn't have output on top of it. Oh yeah, Corey slept Granite Chin Walker. Yes, he did. But yeah, I'm excited to see him try to beat Merab. Yeah, I'm there. I want to see it. Corey was fun for a minute. His Vera fight started his boring streak. Yeah. 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 Van Pantoja, I can't wait for that fight. I cannot wait for that fight. Can Umar versus Merab 2 be possible? I hope so. That fight's awesome. I thought Umar won. Is this UFC right now underwhelming? No. No. It's a good card. Maybe not the best card, but it's a good card. You know? Urseg, O'Day, Lasman, Angela Hill, Feely, Rodriguez, Johns, Matsumoto, Anders, CLD. The prelims are good with Walker, the two guys that's been KO'd 2 times in the last 2 fights. Smith, Kazama, Edwards, Cochiera, Urbina, Medic, Fernandez, Starlienko, Brundage, Mechanico, the guy that Razaboyov KO'd or TKO'd. It's not bad. It's not bad. Watch those Demetrius Johnson / Guru videos. I see clips of them. Again, if one day I'm ever doing interviews and stuff, like, this is me. Anytime I see other stuff like those with those guys, like Lucas Tracy or MMA Guru, those types of guys, it seems like 2 different people. It seems like a character on one, and it seems like a person on the other. It doesn't seem real. To me, it shuts me off on it. Is Movsar Evlov getting a title shot next? I hope. I will take him over Yair. Alex East win versus Ankalaev. Easy win versus no. Hope I can watch this weekend's UFC. I hope so. I'll be live if that helps. You can just listen to me or something. Bro, I don't think Corey has any chance to win against Merab. Current Merab is in his prime. I think UFC wants him to make some big fights. And bantamweight, they can make Pantoja Merab. I love that fight. I definitely think Corey has a chance. Because Merab, unless Merab is now all of a sudden a finisher, but if he's not, and he goes back to what he does, is a lot of volume, Corey can create scrambles. Corey can, because he's taller, he's longer, he might be able to flow a little bit better in the grappling exchanges. So it could be a lot closer than you're thinking. Horace, sup? DDP Chimaev, DDP all day. Listen, there is no negative for Merab. You can't beat him right now. That's not true. There's openings in Merab's game. Like when Cejudo hurt him. I mean, there is openings in Merab's game. That's just craziness for you not to. Sean O'Malley hurt him twice with front kicks to the body in the 5th round of their first fight. There's openings. Does Figgy go up to 35? No. No. He already went down, remember? He was the champion. No. You get none? I've been married for almost 13 years. I get plenty. What are you talking about, sir? I hope not. Well, yeah. You're right about those front kicks. Yep. Is John Jones coming back? Absolutely. Oh, sorry, I meant Pantoja. Oh, is Pantoja going up? I don't know if he is. I hope so. I love that fight. Kaboom. Yo, mama, that doesn't even make sense. Not Figgy. Sorry. Yeah. Pantoja, I would love for him to go up and fight Marab. Would love that. Absolutely love that. I don't think you did, buddy. Otherwise, you're going to have to go to the hospital and get yourself checked. Because it's not good to do those things yeah. Yeah, no. Probably not. You think there will actually be a White House fight? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Can Trice's Duplessis fight at heavyweight? I'm sure he can, but I don't think he will. Also don't think it's a good weight class for him. Those guys hit hard, and they're big. I know Drysis is big, but I don't know. Pereira Inc. Pereira. You got hemorrhoids? Not even close. What question is that? No, fuck El Chapo. He too small. Yeah. And he's a big boy. But I don't know if that style would work at heavyweight. I don't know. Bro, Conor McGregor is back in the UFC. What do you think if UFC want to make him main event with Conor McGregor in the UFC White House? Who can be a good opponent for McGregor? It has to be Chandler, and I don't want to see him fight. El Chapo. What are you talking about, sir? What? The fuck? Who you got this Saturday? Hernandez, Dolidze, Hernandez. I think Hernandez beats him up. It might be close early, but as the fight goes, I think Hernandez lights him up like a Christmas tree. What if Conor came back for one fight before the White House and let's say Holloway? Holloway would destroy him. If Islam Dulatov versus Ilya Taporia, possibly because they are two good strikers in boxing, it's way too soon for Dulatev. Way too soon. Ilya would starch him quickly. We need a couple more fights to see what he can do. Dulatov struggles to make 170. Yes, he does. Conor not coming back. He's in the testing pool, apparently. I thought Conor was staying in welterweight. I would assume he's staying at 170 is welterweight, but yeah, probably. Oh, you're talking about because Chandler would go to 170 and fight him. Max is good, but can he take McGregor left hook? He couldn't years ago. What do you mean he couldn't years ago? He went to a decision in Conor's prime, or I guess right before it. So he definitely could. When Shavkat will be back, hopefully soon. Conor doesn't seem like he is at the point in his life where he could weight cut. I agree 100%. Can't wait for Shavkat new fight shorts. Yeah. I can't wait for him just to freaking come back. He might be in the testing pool, but you really believe Conor is clean? Conor, an alcohol cokehead? Yeah, he's not clean. There's not a chance in the world he's clean. I don't know how his court stuff is allowing him to even be in the testing pool. I don't know. You're just a McGregor hater? How? What? You don't think Shavkat wins the belt? I do. I do think he wins the belt. 100%. Yes. Civil court doesn't mean crap. It means enough for him to pay $275,000 and to be found guilty by two juries found guilty. And clearly it means something. Otherwise, he would have been found not guilty and not have to pay anything. clearly there's enough evidence there for something. Just because he paid his way out of it in the actual court case doesn't mean. I mean, come on now. Shafkat literally is all around, but against Kamaru and Islam may be big challenge. Yeah, it definitely will be a big challenge. Not true. People lose in silver court all the time. Juries find them guilty in silver court. Silver court. I don't think that's true. They're not going to make you pay money for something you didn't do in silver court. Is Mirzakarnov underrated because 15-0? Well, 15-0 is a little weird because who he's fought, but he's underrated, yes. I just hope Shavkat can come back 100% healthy, man. I hope he doesn't come back unless he's 100% healthy. Who do you think of Chris Duncan moving toward top 15? I keep counting the guy out, even though I didn't think Rebecca was going to fight him like that. But I keep counting him out, and he keeps winning. There's a lot of holes, especially I don't trust his chin per se, but he has a dog. He has that dog in him for sure. I'm very curious to see who they match up with him next. Very curious. Plus, most of the payout was attorney fees. But they still ordered him to pay $275,000. Like, I mean, he was still found guilty by 2 juries. Do you know a potential timeline when Shavkat could return? I would say by early next year. If Islam beats JDM and wins the belt and then defends against Ilya, Shavkat, and Ian Gary / Sean Brady, I think then Islam will be the GOAT list for sure. Well, I think he's close to being on the GOAT list. I don't think he's number 1. I think it's longevity to be number 1 with titles. But I like those fights. I'm calling Chandler Duncan or Duncan the winner versus St. Denis and maybe Renato Marcano. Okay. Michael Chandler Duncan. That's an interesting fight, honestly. Marcano's an interesting one. There's so many good fights in that 55-pound division, especially in the top 15. I mean, St. Denis would be a big test. I'd love to see that. Ruffy would be a huge test. I'd love to see what he can do with him because he's super unproven right now. Yeah, those are good ones. What happened to BSD? He's fighting Ruffy. Is Makhachev getting title shot at Madison Square Garden? I don't know. They haven't announced it yet. What do you think? Why do you think Strickland doesn't have elite defense? What? I think his defense is one of his attributes. He doesn't get hit too much, unless you're weird like DDP. His pressure and his defense is why he's weird. Do you think Izzy is washed or should move up? Washed is hard because it means like he's incapable. No, he's just older, and there's things for him to fix. Do I think he should move up? Absolutely not. Islam at Madison Square Garden? Yes, that'd be sick as hell. Against JDM. I don't really want to see him fight Islam or Ilya right now. Oh, fuck. Adesanya not a two fighter? No. Okay, same question for Leon Edwards, but instead moving down. No, his chin's weird where he's at. It'd be even worse down a weight class. Again, hope you guys are doing well. Appreciate you guys being here. Which country are you from, brother? U.S. Yo, who do you think is the most overrated fighter right now? Corey Sandhagen. Tom Aspinall. Name a fighter that's currently fighting that would lose to McGregor. I get to anybody. Nico Price. There you go. Thank you. Did you see MVP say the welterweight is locked up and everyone declined to fight him? That sucks if that's true. That's why he stayed at middleweight. Okay. Bobby Green. Bobby Green would beat him right now. Alex Morono. I like that. Bro, we watch UFC in prison every week. Okay. No one can lose to McGregor, brother. Yeah. Correct. Would Joshua Van beat Pantoja? No. That's nothing against Joshua Van. I just think Pantoja's grappling is going to be too much. We doing time in Florida? Okay. Where you at? Indiana. Bro, what do you think about Usman, Khabib's brother, current Bellator lightweight champion debut? Debut? What do you mean, debut? Because he's not in the UFC, from what I know. I like him. He's a good fighter. I believe he's fighting Paul Hughes for a second time. You follow the Fever? Do what? The Fever? The fuck is that? Blessings in the name of Jesus. Okay. Alrighty. Could Jake Paul beat Conor in boxing? Probably. Can Ulan Tigir Ulanbekov beat Pantoja? No, because his cardio is weird in 3-round fights. I called the fight that Usman fights Dan Hooker for a debut if he wins the rematch and moves to UFC. Interesting. Okay. I don't mind that. What's probably JDM. UFC debut, Khabib said in the interview that after Islam moves to welterweight, Usman will take his place at the lightweight UFC. I've heard nothing about that. If that's true, cool. We need more fighters, so cool. Tager, I think, fighting Manel Kopp next. I think Kopp starches them. I think it's a really bad fight for Tager. I think Kopp is the dark horse in the division because he hits so goddamn hard and he's so fast. What's up, young man? What's up? Hope you're doing well. I'm not that young, but hope you're doing well. Not Kopp versus Teixeira next. You could. There's an argument that Kopp should get a title shot. Can Shara Bullock get a title shot in the next year? No. We could have this conversation maybe if he beat MVP, but he didn't. No. Here's what I just wrote up. Volkan Ozdemir versus Jimmy Crute in light heavyweight. I don't mind that. Jimmy Crute does have a fight announced. He's fighting that Urslan guy that Navajo Sterling just fought. Man, I think you look at Masvidal. Appreciate you. Shera is compromised because of his vision. Correct. Would Khabib ever come back? No. If he did, I don't think he'd be great. That doesn't mean he could win fights, but... Cannonier? Oh. I think MVP starches Cannonier. I don't know how Cannonier wins. MVP is a better striker than Cannonier. So I don't know how Cannonier wins. Do I follow UAE Warriors event? No, but I would like to. Who's your top 5 women's BMF? Oh gosh. Women's BMF. It would have to be Nunes. Oh God, I just forgot. Oh, Kat Sagano, Cyborg. guess I'll say Misha Tate. Khabib is enjoying life. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Caleb ran from Cyborg fight. I mean, okay. Is Amir Albazi coming back? Probably here in I would assume early next year. What about Ronda? As soon as she lost and faced adversity, what did she do? She fucking ran. Also, she's a whiny little bitch. I'm sorry, but that's true. Listen to people talk about her, how she treated people in the backstage. As soon as she faced adversity, she said, I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That might be a little disrespectful, but you're going to get pissed at people for talking shit, and then you do the same thing people do. And then you hear all the stories of how she's awful to people in backstage. She's rude. I'm good. I'm good. Ambazi carried her friends too. Yikes. That first fight was weird. Conor insulted Khabib's wife. Yes, he did. I mean, it's a certain way Cannonier can win. He has to wrestle because if he chooses to stand with MVP, the problem with wrestling the MVP is you have to get to MVP. I don't know if he can get to him. And he's not a great wrestler. Bro, what do you think about Bilal getting, Will get his shot again? No. No. What about Ronda? Again, I guess backstage, Jimmy Smith talked about this because he worked for the UFC for a little while. She was awful to people in the backstage. Treated people like shit. She was better than everybody. All of those things. And then when she had adversity in her career, what did she do? Blamed other people, blamed this, blamed that, and then just left. Just dipped. Everyone looks to Ronda as a woman role model. Yeah, she's not. No, Trevor. God, no. Ian Gary moves to middleweight. Yeah, I mean, he could do okay in middleweight. His IQ for sure. Damn, so Cannonier is just fucked. I don't know if he's fucked because he's powerful and anything can happen for sure. I just don't know how he wins. I don't know. Is Taporia Sayuki next? Should be. Should be. Again, I respect what Ronda did for the women's division. Incredible. But, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I heard Ronda was rude bitch. Yep. 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 And people give the UFC so much shit, but they did not talk about it until after the fact that Ronda was being more rude again and again and again and again. Does Cannonier ever move back up to light heavyweight? No. His home is middleweight. That's where he will, if he ever gets the title shot again, that's where it will be. So who's the hottest woman UFC fighter in history? In history? I don't know. Hottest is weird. Because that seems degrading to me. But like, pretty one, I always thought like Caitlin Curran was pretty. But I don't look at it like that. I just, let's watch a fight, you know? I don't think about like how they're looking. I don't know. Aaron Blanchard, Tracy Cortez in the UFC this time? Maybe. That'd be interesting. Bro, what do you think about next fight for Charles Oliveira? I just want him to be 100% when he fights next. I don't want to see him get hurt like that again. It hurt me. That way because of her relationship with Dana White? I don't know about that. I mean, she may have been doing whatever she was doing with Dana, fine. But it was more than that. It was just when she was around general people. I don't know. I always thought Kat Zingano was sexy. Okay. I know you're right. You might disagree, but I don't think Arman should get a title shot. He needs another win. He had the chance but dropped out of the fight because of a weight issue that's unprofessional. Well, also, Taryn, which I agree with you 100% actually. He pulled out after he was doing things with another YouTuber And he was like, my back. But he was doing a bunch of stuff that would have used his back in the video that came out right before the weight cut. Like Dana said, you had a chance. You fight again, you get a title shot. Still is interesting. Sheriff versus Bruno Fiora next. I like it. Do you like Rose or what? No. Taporia was overweight. I seen people talking about it. I didn't catch what happened, but maybe. Oh, I did. Someone, the fucking weight guy said the wrong weight or whatever it was. I don't know what happened there. You might be correct. I don't know. Do you support LGBTQ and homo? I don't think Drysis is like that. If he is, who gives a fuck? I'm not political. We're not doing nothing like that, but I do not care what they do. I'm here to talk about their fighting, what they do in the cage, what they say in their media interviews. Anything else, I don't care. I don't care. And last statement, Terrence McKinney versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Ooh, Adam, I love that fight. Love that fight. Like, by half a pound. Who cares? Ooh, half a pound. Oh, 0.5. I thought you were saying pound and a half. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't care. If Dryce is whatever with that, I don't care. Because I'm only covering his fighting situation. You know? You care a lot about Conor McGregor's outside life? Well, because he raped somebody in a hotel room. Obviously, I care about that. Another take you might disagree with, but I believe Justin Gaethje is going to get the next title shot. Possibly, but I think he gets absolutely starched. I don't know. I don't know if he gets one. Like all this shit about John Jones. Are you talking about with like the guys and stuff thing, Lolita? Alrighty, man. Have a good night. Love these scrolling through reels. Definitely, I will subscribe. I appreciate you, Adam. Thank you for being here, buddy. What is next for Pitbull now? He is ranked number 11. And why is Pico favored over a higher ranked opponent, even though Pitbull was the champ? It's a good question. I think a lot of it is Pitbull's 38, 39 years old at this point, or will be soon. Pico, he's favored in it because he's much younger than Murphy is. And that's going to change, I believe, once the fight gets closer and fight day. But I actually like Pico to win that. I think he's surprised a lot of people. Gaethje's not the same, correct? Bro, do you think Topuria can make 70? I do not. I mean, maybe he could, but I don't think he'll be very good in 70. If you think he did it, what do you think about his wife still being with him? We have no idea what the situation is. If she's still with him, fine. Props to her. It doesn't change the fact of what happened. It doesn't change the fact that 2 juries found him guilty and said you have to pay this money after he appealed it. Yeah. What do you think about John Jones versus Ilya? Doesn't make sense. I want to see Gaethje Oliveira and Patty versus Hooker. I don't want to wait. We can't see Gaethje Oliveira. We already seen that, and Oliveira destroyed Gaethje. Patty Hooker would be fun. That's why we need a masculine champion like Hamzat. What? Who can embrace masculinity? What are you talking about? Who cares if someone's sexually, as long as they have no kids are involved? What? Yeah, yes, correct, Slughorn, correct. I had to reread that. Yes, correct. Gay shit about John. Yep, I saw something today. I am. Oh, fam, but stop already. He has a wife and children. Correct, correct. And also, if he is, it doesn't make him any less badass. It doesn't change anything. Who cares? I agree Gaethje will get knocked out, but also feel like Gaethje's leg kick could cause problems for Topuria. Gaethje doesn't do his leg kicks like he used to. I mean, he just doesn't. Look at his last few fights; they haven't really been that effective. All those men are masculine, correct? Brother BCZ American have several genders, but most of the Asia, especially in India, only have two. What? What do you think about Gaethje? Jesus Christ! I just said what I think. Gaethje is not the same. Correct. Correct. Are you ready for Baker Mayfield MVP season? I don't know if he'll win MVP, but I think he's going to do very, very well. And am I ready for it? You're goddamn right I am. Ooh, gosh, yes. Let's fight. Nice keyboard smashing there, Jake. I'm a Jets fan and I love Baker. Hell yeah. I think Fields is going to do fine for the Jets. I think the Jets might be okay this year. Their defensive line has potential to be great. Great this year. Gaethje's prime is gone, so putting him against Ilya doesn't make sense. Correct. I love Holloway being at lightweight. Me too. Me too. Nobody wants to know about anyone else's sexual preferences. This is the fight game. Correct. Let's go. NFL is back. I can't wait. Bro, would you Spartan member if they wanted to? No. Holloway made the lightweight division more very interesting. It was already interesting, but it would be very good, yes. Makes it more fun, sure. You see Fields went 4-16 with 2 interceptions in practice the other day. He's bad. I mean, I don't give a shit about practice. Same thing with training. I don't care. When he goes out there on the field, it's like saying he went 4-16 with 2 picks in preseason. I don't care. Who wins Hamzat versus DDP? DDP. Dakota to the UFC? Okay. Okay. But appreciate you guys being here. Slap that like button. All those good things. Make sure you put a middle finger up for Jake. Mind if we roll jiu-jitsu if I come through your area? No. Is Nurmagomedov downfall started already? No, I don't think so. I like the stream. Appreciate you. Who will be the best fighter this year at the end? Ooh. Pereira, Marab, Pantoja, Tom, unless John Jones comes back. DDP. Yeah. Amanda Nunes versus Kayla Harrison. Amanda Nunes. You want to give Tina a huge kiss on his bald pink head? Jesus Christ. If Islam loses to JDM and comes back to lightweight and gets beaten by Ilya, people would say he beat another washed up fighter. No, that's not true at all. Ilya doesn't even want to fight Arman. That says a lot right there. Yeah, and I don't know exactly if he's like, oh, I don't want to fight him, or if it's like, I might fight this guy, so let's build it up a little bit. Let's get him going, Islam Makhachev versus Ilya, your take on this? Islam Makhachev. I like his long striking, his weird power as well, and I like his grappling. I think he might be able to make Ilya make a mistake because he does get hit. There is scrambles. He scrambled with Bryce Mitchell. Yeah, I like Islam. But do you find Ilya annoying? There is a little bit of annoyance. There is a little saturated. It's a little bit too much exposure of him to where you see too much of somebody, you're like, oh, God, okay. That is a little bit happening. But when he's in the cage, he's good. I think he's a little overrated because, it's not like he dominated Max Holloway. Max Holloway outstruck him, which people tend to forget. It was 1-1 going in the third. I consistently hear Max Holloway ran away from him when, no, he didn't. He said, I'm not going to brawl with you in the beginning of the fight. That would be stupid. He said this. But, whatever. What is the reason for Indians men? What the fuck? Do you plan to move to a closer major city eventually? I hope to move some point. I find Michael Chandler annoying. Fair. Nah, bro, I believe UFC is protecting Ilya from Arman because deep down inside they know it's a bad matchup. Fair. I don't think it's a bad matchup. Arman has awful striking and awful striking defense. Good scrambles, but his cardio is also weird. But yeah, again, it's fair, bro. It's fair, Taryn, for sure. Who would you have better chance against, Aspinall Poatan or Ankalaev? Poatan. Think about pulling up a flying armbar. You okay? You couldn't do it even if you wanted to. Is Fedor actually the best heavyweight ever? No. I never thought so until recently. If you actually watch his fights, he is basically a heavyweight Volk. No. Because he makes a lot of mistakes. Also, he was fighting back in the day to where he was fighting guys. He had a lot of advantages over those guys. And then when he fights on a similar playing field, he doesn't do well. Great fighter, though. Anyone you think can be a tough challenge to Merab in his division? In his division. Umar. How tall am I? 5'10". Should Charles retire soon? Yes, yes, yes. Why do you not like living in rural areas? I just said I'd like to move soon. What are you talking about? Charles needs to move up and get smashed. I don't want Charles to get beat up. I love Charles. No. No. Please. Should Charlie's next fight win? Not in the UFC, that's for damn sure. Not in the UFC. No. Are you able to find a way to have contenders on and your reactions while you work? No. But when I get home and I do my live, I will be watching the Contender Series. So please do not spoil it in the chat when it comes. I will say it again when it happens. But I will be watching it live on stream with you guys. Again, it will be later in the time. You guys will probably have already watched it. I have not because I'll be at work. Fighting back in the day, I get it. But heavyweight is different discussion. Sure. It's like boxing. Lennox Lewis 90s whoops anyone today. Fair. Fedor is realistically just as skilled as Stipe. The problem is Stipe was so goddamn durable and had a lot more power than Fedor did. Fedor was so good because he was so well-rounded. Maybe he could submit Stipe, but also Stipe might be able to catch him, hurt him on the feet because Fedor got hurt a ton. Brett Rogers was beating the shit out of him. Brett Rogers. I mean, and there's a lot of weird matchups he had in Pride, a lot of weird matchups. But again, it doesn't mean he wasn't incredible on his run at all. Just means there was a lot of openings that I think Prime Stipe probably could have taken advantage of those openings. Charles is 5'10", yes. And the MMA community is so one-sided at times. They won't give Ilya the same energy they gave Jones. I say that because they say Jones ducked Tom, but isn't Ilya doing the same against Arman? No, because Arman had a title shot against Islam. Pulled out of the fight because of back problems, weight cutting issues. But before that, he did a video where he was training and doing all these things with a YouTuber, and then he pulls out of the fight. Everything was fine, and then he pulls out. You don't get an automatic title shot after the fact. When you pull out because of back problems, when you were fine the other day, you don't get another title shot just because you say, I'm ready now. It's not the same thing. Also, John didn't duck Tom because Tom hasn't done shit. I don't give a fuck if he's the interim champion. He's fought nobody. Sergey's dog shit. Curtis Blades is awful. He went to the second round with Andrei Arlovsky. Come on. Ian Gary, JDM. Probably JDM. Thoughts on DDP Chimaev? I think DDP wins. Bro, I wish Pereira to win rematch. I think he will. I think he will. He could be 3-division champion. Yes. DDP if the fight goes past round 2. Correct. Thoughts on DDP Chimaev? I like it a lot. Ever think about tanning a little? No. Wait, so is DDP actually? I have no idea, and I do not care. Greg, what's up? You right. I disagree that Stipe has more power. Stipe has the chin advantage for sure, but Fedor beat Shemi Schilt. Talk about an elite heavyweight striker. I mean, sure, but Fedor is worlds faster than him. He had a technical striking advantage, sure, but Fedor was way faster. Stipe is faster than Sammy, and Sammy would have a much, much better striking advantage than Stipe. I think Stipe beats him. And this is also a guy that face planted Fabricio Verdum. KO'd Alistair Overeem on the ground after getting hurt. You know, finished Junior Dos Santos very quickly. Not a great Junior Dos Santos. I agree with that one for sure. But I'm just saying. Right bait. What? He destroyed Blades in the first. I agree, bro. Jones isn't afraid. Tom like idiots think. Correct. I don't think DDP has ever opened up publicly about that. I don't think he needs to. Blades 2 was an early stoppage. Early? What? I believe Jones would have made easy work of Tom. Thank you, Taryn. Here are 2 of my takes. 1. Ilya will retire undefeated in about 3 to 4 years. Tom Aspinall will sweep the top 10 heavyweight division. He already has done half of it. He's fought nobody, sure. If Duplessis/Chimaev goes past round 2, what do you think runs through the mind of Chimaev? Oh, fuck. I think DDP and Sweet Cam Saman are getting groomed by their head coach. Okay. You prefer streaming on smaller devices? I've told you, Tristan, 1,000 times why I stream on my phone. I tell you, all the time. Bro, what do you think about the news that Chimaev will win middleweight title? He'll retire directly in Octagon. That would be crazy and foolish. Hello, sir. Sup? I don't know, man, but I love the discussion. I've always kind of been a Fedor hater because he never fought elite competition. But lately, I've been watching his fights, and he was so damn impressive. Again, he was a very good fighter, doing ridiculous things. But like somebody like DC would have smashed Fedor. Wrestling, great grappler, and weird striking. Would Fedor had good moments? Maybe. But I don't think he would have done well in the UFC heavyweight division once, like, prime JDS was there, Cain Velasquez, Stipe, DC, John would have mauled him. Fedor would have done well in his time. He could have been, like, heavyweight champion of the UFC. But, again, love the conversation, though. Hyper Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes showdown. I'm ready for it. I think Nunes wins. Every now and then, I think the fact that Islam might be above, he is above him. Chimaev's son only has 1 kidney. His actual son, that's sad. Is Eric Mercanico UFC level? No. I believe Alex P will lose again. Magomed is stylistically a bad matchup for him. I don't think so. He stuffed 12 takedowns. Only 1 big shot from Magomed landed in that fight. The biggest thing for Alex Pereira in the second fight is more output, and he wins. Will he starch him? Maybe not, but he will win. I do not have any update on that fight, but I really hope it happens. I'm from India. My dream is to become a UFC fighter. Just keep training, keep at it. 2025 is the time to do it, and obviously later. Do people take medication for autism? I don't think so. Better be off is fighting someone else now. There you go. Love it, man. I can tell you know your stuff. I was watching the other night. I'm getting stoned in the garage. Love the live chat. Keep this up. I discussed some MMA history with you. Subscribe. Appreciate you, Chris. Again, I'm live every night, 12:30. I'm live every single Saturday with fight cards. And if I can get this thing big enough, I'll do more fight cards. So I really, really do appreciate you. Mr. Summer, not talking about that stuff. This is a getaway from all of life stuff. We're talking about fights. Is Pantoja the second greatest flyweight of all time? There is an argument. Yes, his son, the young one, is there another one? I just wasn't for sure who it was. That's very sad if that's true. Another thing I noticed in Alex P. Magomed fight was Magomed wasn't afraid of Alex like most guys were. Well, you can't say that because Pereira wasn't throwing. You know what I'm saying? It's like there wasn't a lot coming back at Magomed. And I'm sure he realized that in round 2, round 3. So, of course. Would you put your son in MMA if you found out he... That doesn't even make sense. Is Steven the most disrespectful fighter of all time? I mean, sure. There's an argument for that. But it's about 1:40 in the morning here for me. I'm going to do some of these UFC Fight Night breakdown videos. If you guys can, like, subscribe, comment on them. It helps push them out so much more. But I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow. Hot take, Tom Aspinall will retire as the greatest heavyweight of all time. Not if John Jones comes back. Bro, what do you think about UFC White House card main event? I hope it's John Tom. It does make sense, yes or no question. Been a UFC fan since UFC Undisputed Express 360. That's the best one. That is the best one. UFC Undisputed. That's the one with Silva front kick and Vitor. I was like 12. Nice to know that someone has some real knowledge before the Conor era. Oh, yeah. Love the old stuff, GSP. Absolutely. Appreciate you, buddy. I don't think the medicine for autism, there is not. There is not. But I do appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Subscribe, like, and comment if you haven't already. Now UFC 2009. Oh, the Forrest Griffin cover. That one has the best ground and pound of all time. I don't know how they did it. I don't know what it was. The fact that you could move while they're on top. I love the ground and pound. I hate the decaying stats, the declining stats. I hate that. But appreciate you guys. Chris, I'll probably talk to you tomorrow. Appreciate you. Peace.